some point. We are Bricktherapy 2-3, my son and I. My son is the master builder and I try to keep up with him. So we're working on Barad-dûr. I know that, oh here it is. I know that those of you have seen our live streams, this is the last in the Lord of the Rings sets that we've been working on over the summer. We started with the Shire and Rivendell. So hopefully some of you will be able to join us. Thank you for the likes already. Giraffe, Star Wars Battlefield, Aristarco. It's true, just the dad right now. We'll see if little Bricktherapy joins me, my son, who's doing an online call with one of his buddies from school. So he's just started school this week, so he's all pretty excited about reconnecting with friends. So hello everyone, Danzo Mando, Star Wars Battlefield, Giraffe. Thank you, you guys have already liked the stream, love it. So day's been going well. Thanks for asking, Star Wars Battlefield. How about you? It's still pretty hot and humid and summer weather, but can't complain. I like summer. I wish summer break could last longer, probably like most of you guys who are still in school. And let me get the star of the show here, Barad-dûr. So haven't been I haven't built for 2 days and it seems like an eternity. Haven't built this set for 2 days, so I still have 3 bags left, 17, 18, and 19. So if you guys want to talk about anything Lego, let me know. Bunny Rat, hello. Star Wars Battlefield, high five, psh, Giraffe, psh, Bunny Rat, psh, Danzo Mando, psh, Aristarco, psh. Thank you all you guys for joining the stream. Danzo Mando says, just posted my first 2 episodes for my Star Wars Office parody, but I might have to cancel it since it's not doing too well. Oh no, Danzo Mando, that's such a great idea though. Maybe you can do a couple rough drafts or like practice vids and then edit it down. Although editing, editing is the hard part, because then you want to make it, you have it in your mind what it should look like, and then it's a challenge to make it actually come to reality. So I get you, man. That is hard. But hey, kudos for being creative. That's a fun idea with the Office parody in Star Wars. So maybe keep us posted, huh? Giraffe says, I might do a series of fixing Lego Batman where I pretend the theme has never had a set and I have to make full waves and make my own custom sets. That's awesome. I like it. You guys are modding out your Lego and turning it into something creative, and I like that spin, Giraffe. Like, what if the Batman sets never existed? Basically starting from the very beginning. Congratulations, Giraffe, 15 subs. So yeah, you guys, here we go. Here's Barad-dûr. The base is right here in the foreground, and gotta get this build to where, oh, this is the cool part. I think the last time I signed off, I was working on this Technic build here of the gate. Let me see if I can kind of zoom in here. But it's like a mechanical, or it's a Technic mechanical piece that opens, that opens the gate here. Whoops. But look at that. That's pretty cool. These Technic pieces open the gate from the center. So I think there's more to it though. Whoops, knocked off a couple corner pieces here. Easy fix, depending on if it went flying somewhere far away. But that's okay, I can find those later. So yeah, just building up, there it is. Just building up the Barad-dûr and the base, and you guys can kind of see all the functionality that it has now, or it's getting right here with this Technic part. This is kind of cool. Like if you had, I guess, you could take, I don't know if they ever did minifigures for the ring race, but you could take Saruman here and put him on horseback and have him come out of the gate, this automatic gate down here, and basically scare everyone, launch everyone else on the attack. Drawfee says, how long have you been streaming for? Just started, just a few minutes ago, 5 minutes in. So yeah, thanks for leaving a like. Already got 5 likes. Really appreciate that. So someone mentioned, have I heard, or maybe we talked about it last stream, have I heard about any of the 2026 leaks? I don't know if it was Star Wars or just Lego sets in general. I have not, but I haven't been keeping up with Lego news other than obviously the big news being the Death Star set, and then of course what came out August 1st. But let me look on here. I did just look on the Lego website, and if you guys are wanting to get a gift with purchase, they or maybe they don't anymore. They had that baby astronaut big fig, which I think is really cool looking. Of course, there's a price threshold of probably like $150, so maybe that's not so cool. You know, you could buy maybe one Star Wars set and get it. No, it's still there. The Lego upscaled baby astronaut. And let's see, $150, and it's yours, guys. It's your, well, $150 of buying some set. So what set could you get to qualify for that gift with purchase? Obvious choice right away might be the Transformer Soundwave. So you don't have to spend too much beyond $150. Or the Shelby Cobra. That's a good Technic model build. That's well, it's $159, so that's right at the price point there. So some good potential there to get that gift with purchase. But I don't know. We don't really talk about gift with purchases too much in our live streams, but that's really the only Lego news I can think of. I just learned how to solve a Rubik's Cube yesterday. Oh, cool, Drawfee. You should, my son got into doing that last year. He went to a couple of Rubik's Cubes competitions and had a blast. And then we did a video of him. He tried to make a Lego Rubik's Cube. Somewhat successful. It's really hard to build something and make it functional. But that's really cool, Drawfee. Models made of plastic. Oh, I like that. That's a cool name. W-Stream Man, keep it up. Thank you, sir. Models made of plastic. I love that. I'm going to get some of the Spider-Verse CMFs. Oh, are those out already, Drawfee? I have not, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with everything. No way. I have a Barad-dûr. However, my cat jumped on it and shattered it into 1,000,000 pieces. That's crazy. No way. Why would that happen? Why would that happen? So I guess maybe the fun part of that is you get to rebuild it unless the pieces were actually broken. So I would be somewhat thankful in a way because my son built all the tower part. I've only been working on the base, so I kind of want to experience building the tower. But if you put all that work in and you're like, okay, cool, I can put on display, it probably wouldn't enjoy it being all destroyed soon after. So did you put your cat in timeout? What did you do, models? That's not fun. All right, so I'm working on the base. Let's kind of go back and forth here. See if I can get one more bag complete in this live stream as I enjoy chatting with everyone. Bag 17 is very small. There's not much. This might be a quick. Maybe I can finish the whole darn thing. We'll see here. Unknown 75, welcome. Pierce Subs, the eye tower from Lord of the Rings is cool. Yes, thank you, Barad-dûr. Let me give you a shout out with the eye, the glow of the eye. Star Wars Battlefield says I have to get going. Thank you, Star Wars Battlefield. You two have a good day. Model says I'm assuming the cat thought it was her post, but unfortunately all the pieces are fine. Oh, that's good. Okay, so she just wanted you to experience the build one more time, or maybe wanted to try and help with the build and couldn't make it happen because, you know, apparently cats can't build Lego. They can do the opposite though, right? They can take apart, destroy. It might have been pretty epic. Did you get it on video? Might be an epic situation there to see the cat knock down the Barad-dûr. It's kind of like, you know, that would be kind of a cool viral video if you could repeat it on film, if you didn't get a chance to get it on film. All right, so far, one section assembled. This is to go to, I forgot about it. So there's this whole mechanism down here to open the front gate of Barad-dûr, like there. And this post connects from the outside, kind of camouflaged into the rock. And then you can turn that part and open the front gate of the tower, the base of the tower. If I connect everything well, oh man, that's so cool. I just love all these connection pieces, especially this goes through the stonework of the base of the mountain. You know, the tower is kind of going through the rock section. Oh, that's really cool. I'm glad I haven't seen a recent review of Barad-dûr, so I don't remember all these details. Star Wars Battlefield says, or Drawfee says, see you later, Star Wars Battlefield. Drawfee says, I probably will need to go soon. No worries, Drawfee. Model says, I would love building again, but right now I am preoccupied with the August Star Wars wave, and I don't have it on video, sadly. Hope you enjoy building it as I did. Yes, enjoying it. The sections that I did build, enjoying it a lot. Thank you, models. So you're working on the Star Wars series. So it sounds like maybe you got some of the new August release sets for Star Wars. A couple of you, maybe it was Star Wars Legacy, said he did too. The price was, you know, not the most favorable, but at the same time, it didn't stop him from getting the sets. I mean, if you kind of if you budgeted for it already, then I say kudos to you guys, because if you can enjoy the builds right away, that's fun. I'm hoping, I mentioned this already, I know, but I'm hoping that the gates don't work exactly perfectly. They get stuck in the middle. Couldn't be the builder that did that. I'm hoping those August release sets go on sale, you know, around November, Black Friday, all that. That would be really cool if they did. Drawfee says, Lego is fire. You can't deny simple, powerful statements like that, Drawfee. I love it. Lego is super fire, super cool to build, super therapeutic, thus our channel, Bricktherapy 2-3. Thanks for all the likes, guys. And if you are new to the channel, you said, oh, that guy's building Lego, I'll watch that for a little bit. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you. And if you want to, please subscribe to our channel and join in the Lego community. We get a good bunch of chats. We've had a lot of good discussions over the summer building all, you can see behind me here, all of our Lord of the Rings collection. We did not, whoops, oh man, these tower pieces, these things, they're only connected on one stud. So every time you barely, you look at that piece, it falls off. So, I mean, there's no perfect way to, it's like all these big modular sets. If there's like a little bit of, like an antenna or a flower piece or a tree piece, or in this case, a stone piece that sticks out, you're gonna knock it off. But yeah, we didn't get a chance to take part in the 2010-15 series of Lord of the Rings, or maybe it was The Hobbit. But yeah, definitely Drawfee. The Sauron figure he's pretty fire too. And you guys were saying that you can buy this guy separately on Bricklink and maybe other sites. And he's like a $50 or $100 minifig already. That is interesting. That is crazy. I guess if you just want the minifig, you are saving a couple or a few $100s of not having to spend on the entire set. But then you only get the minifig for $100. I don't know. Think of the Lego sets you could buy with that amount. Although maybe not that much anymore, to be honest, because things are getting pretty expensive. Okay, so Interesting. Okay, I'm putting some other pieces to the base that I did not even notice in the build here, like some random color pieces that go on the very bottom of the entrance gate, or on the display side. So now everything is pretty even on the back as well as the front. Okay, that's kind of cool. Model says, do you have any of the other Ninjago sets? As I have a few and they look amazing together. Yes, models, we do. So yeah, you can probably see right there. We got Ninjago City, but yeah, I have all the modulars. So Ninjago City docks and gardens and markets, and and then there's the new one. I don't have the newer one, the workshops one. Almost got it at the Lego store in July, and I even walked up to the counter, the register, to buy it, and then because I had some insider points and a gift card, so it was going to be a pretty fun purchase. And then the Lego insider system was down, so I wouldn't get any insider points. Eventually, I could ask for them later, but I was like, I'm going to spend all this money on a set and then have to track down the insider points myself. So it was the people at the Lego store were really nice, but I didn't want to deal with that. So if I was a kid, I would have been like, no, I'll buy it now. But I'm gonna be patient and wait till their system is up and running again, which of course it was the next day. But I haven't gotten it yet. If you guys have that, how is that new one? It's not as impressive as like Ninjago City or Gardens or any other ones. It does have like a giant mech. So I mean, I like it because it's Ninjago. Once I bought this set, I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna have other Ninjago City related modulars. Then I was sold on the following sets, but this one I've been holding off on. You should line up all of your Ninjago modulars on display together. Oh yeah, Giraffe. I think I could do it right here. Kind of trade out everything that's back here and then put all the Ninjagos in the back. I did a poll on our channel yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday, and I said, after I finished Barad-dûr, what should I put up, or what series should we build next? And I put Star Wars, which was probably gonna pretty much dominate. So I put Star Wars, Castle, and Ninjago. And Ninjago had like the least. I think it was percentage-wise, Star Wars had like over 60%. People wanted to see that. And then Ninjago had like maybe 7%. I'm like, oh man, I would think that there'd be more popularity, but we'll see. I could have my son build a Star Wars set and I build Ninjago next to him. Although I got the Castle 3-in-1. That was the set I wanted to get on release day, which I did. Now, check out our channel. We did a video on going to the Lego store on release day, which I thought was fun. And showed kind of a lot of the other new sets are out. Soundwave was out. The new Star Wars sets were out. The scandalous prices were in full view. But got the Castle set instead. So I want to build that one up too, because when you're talking about vintage Lego sets, I have a couple Castle sets from the 1980s. And it'd be fun to have those on display also behind me, and then build the newest 3-in-1 Castle set and put them next to each other. Plus, this Castle set, I know some people are maybe not as impressed, or it wasn't as much value for the price. I honestly thought it was okay of a price, not doing parts, or 10 cents a piece or whatever. Not trying to think of that ratio, but just thinking about what the set looks like overall. Obviously based on pictures. Of course, the advantage I have each time is that I have insider points. Once you become a Lego collector, you pretty much stack up insider points that you can keep adding to. So, Drawfee says, I'll sub to your channel too. Oh, cool, you guys are connecting. What's up? That's great. Models made of plastic. Okay, I could put one together. Oh, you guys are planning something. What are you planning here? I didn't notice this. Models, have you been in our channel before? I can't remember that. I would think I would remember that name, but if not, please subscribe. Would love to have you part of our Lego community here. Awesome, Drawfee. I love it. We're supporting small channels. Love it. Hey, Andres, welcome. Psh, thank you for joining today, this afternoon. Talking Lego here. So if you're into Lego and you want to leave a comment in the chat about, favorite sets or sets you're planning to get or greatest Lego sets of all time or themes you like, please join us in the chat. We're loving this. Model says, I have subbed as this community is amazing. Oh, awesome. Love it. I'm going to give you some celebration emojis there. Thank you, Models. That's awesome. Andres, yeah, thank you for joining the chat and saying hello. So if it's okay, I know I did the poll and I know some people participated, which I love. And that people's had a few people left some comments about, maybe like I think you said earlier, Drawfee, maybe doing a DC or Batman theme series. I don't have, trying to think, what are some of the Batman sets that are well known? We have in our collection, we have a couple Batmobiles. Nothing like older than probably 2018 or 2019. Don't have any new DC sets, although we did buy the Batman mech that came out last summer. Don't have any of the big modular type buildings or bigger sets. I know that Arkham Asylum is it released yet, or is it released next month? That one looks, I like this. I like the look of that set. That would go well in if you have a whole Lego display table of your own Lego city. I think that would be really cool to be like across the street in your Lego city from a Doctor Strange house on, Bleecker Street. Arkham Asylum is Batman. What was the Doctor Strange one called? Now I can't think of it. But yeah, those two being in the same, or the haunted house that came out recently. So many cool things. Andre says yes to the channel and liking Lego. Model says a super amazing Lego channel with super community. Yes. I usually don't like streams, but I like these ones to watch. Oh, thank you, Drawfee. I think you're talking about mine. Yeah, some live streams is just kind of quiet and people are doing whatever they're doing, building, I guess. But I like to engage in conversation. So I don't get much building done, but I don't mind because my son does the bulk of it, and then I can probably accomplish like one section of the build and then ask you guys questions or see what you guys are talking about and then comment on that. And there's so many fun ideas about Lego that everyone can contribute on. Shadow Blazer, welcome. Psh, yes, Lego Lord of the Rings, nice. So we have this other question in mind. So over the summer, I'll just recap real quick, just because a few new people have said hello, which I love, is we have the Shire. We built up the Shire at the start of summer break. My son and I divvied up the set and built that, and then we moved to Rivendell. We had these two sets, and then I think by the end of July, once we finished those, we made it our goal, if we could finish those two sets and basically grow our channel, we would get Barad-dûr. And lo and behold, Barad-dûr could have been finished like probably 2 weeks ago, but gets busy when school starts up again. So now I'm thinking I would really like to have added to this collection the Balrog set, the Book Nook set. It doesn't look that great, and it's over $100. It is over 1,000 pieces, but having Barad-dûr and that set next to each other, that would look like a pretty cool, legitimate Lego display of Lord of the Rings. So anybody have that? What do you guys think? Model says it would be lovely in your background. Yeah, if you're talking about pretty much any of these sets put together, I wonder how I'll see other people display these Lord of the Rings sets. They're all so different in shape and and height. The Lego store had these three on display last April. I took my older son there with some of his friends to just kind of window shop, and then I saw all these sets. I think it was April, and I saw that in the window. Like, oh my goodness, that looks so cool! I want to build those sets. So, and we had Rivendell. I bought it a long time ago, and it was just waiting in storage. And I'm like, okay, this summer is the time to do it. And so I really appreciate it. Of course, when you see these Lego sets in the Lego store on display, they look really darn cool. So to actually have these sets in your own house, it's pretty fun, I must say. Even as an adult fan of Lego, get that childlike joy in putting these things together. Drawfee says, I hope they make smaller, more affordable Lord of the Rings sets. Yes, I agree. I think in the past they did, right? They did some battle pack versions of Lord of the Rings, like Uruk-hai or maybe orcs and Rohirrim, the guys on horseback. Models made of plastic says, top 3 sets from the new August sets. Oh, good question. If it's any theme, I would... Gosh, if it wasn't for the price, I really like the Jango Fett, the Jango Fett Starship, the smaller one. I don't know if that will obviously stay in the top 3, but if it's just August, let me see. I need some reference points here. What are some of the new sets? So, if it's Star Wars, I like the Jango Fett. I love, or Transformer wise, Soundwave. The Italian Riviera set is growing on me. I like the look of it. I don't know if I'd get it though. But I guess that's part of the modulars. That would be interesting to add to your Lego City because, if it's based on a town built on a river like Venice, Italy, then you have to be really creative where you put that. But yeah, is Arkham Asylum? No, it's available for pre-order. I was going to say that one. I love the 3-in-1 castle. And I guess there's mixed reviews for everything else. I don't know. What do you think, guys? There's oh yeah, there is that new, I don't know if it's going to come out in August. The Hogmeade, or what is it called? Is it I don't know. It's like a Winter Village, but it's from Harry Potter. I can't think of what it's called. Is that I think that comes out. Maybe that comes out later. But there was talk about that one too. What about you guys? What do you think? Meta is here. Did I miss that? Meta, let's go. Psh, just saw it right now. Hello. Model says, I did consider the Book Nook, but chose the MTT over it. That's a good choice. I like that models. That's a good option. Yeah, kind of go between, a set that you want to kind of add to complement your Lego collection, and then there's ones you just really love and want to get. That's kind of, I bought the Jango Fett Starship for that reason, and the castle. I'm like, I just want to build those. They look cool. I could devote that money to a bigger set, but I didn't. Drawfee says, I would say definitely Jango Fett Starship for August. See, I agree, Drawfee. I think that's what you mean there. You might have been a typo there. That's a good one. I got it, and I definitely love the build. Yeah, that's the one that's one set we'll probably build after this is officially done, for sure. I also thought about the Sherlock Holmes Book Nook. I thought about that one as well. Ivan, welcome back. He says, I'm very excited because the Snap-on guy is going to Florida for a tool show, and while he's there, he's going to the Lego store, so I might get a Lego set from him. Very cool, Ivan. Very cool. I've never been to one of those brick conventions. Have you guys? I think that would be fun. Drawfee says, how much longer are you streaming? I'm going to stream for an hour, so 30 more minutes, Drawfee. I might get the Arkham, Drawfee says. I'm looking at the Lego website right now as we talk, and just, glancing at it, I think I said this before in another stream, but it looks like you get, all the enemies, all the bad guys from the major Batman movies and series in one set. I could be wrong, but it's got what, 16 minifigures. So, and I like the build. It looks pretty cool. It's $300 though. I know they had it on display at one of those Lego conventions, and it looked like a good size modular, so maybe it's worth that much. Model says, did your son get you into Lego, or was it vice versa? Oh, good question, Models. I liked Lego as a kid. That's why I have those old castle sets from the 1980s. So I had those originally during my childhood. And then, like most people, you outgrow toys, or you outgrow liking toys or whatever. And then, yeah, all three of my kids got into Lego more or less. And then my youngest son, he was a huge fan of all the Nexo Knights. If you guys remember that series, all the Nexo Knight builds and those Mixel sets. So I helped him build one of those Lego sets when he started getting, old enough. He was like maybe 3 or 4 years old at the time. I helped him build that set, one of those Mixel sets, and I was like, I'm sold. I like Lego again. So we had a fire engine set, a Lego set, a fire truck, and it was just in storage basically. It hadn't built that up, so we built that, put that together, and then I discovered all these Lego YouTube channels. So this was like around 2017, and the floodgates opened. I was hooked on Lego again. So I looked up, bought a Marvel Space Iron Man set. I can't remember this. It was like a Quinjet, but it was white and red. And then I discovered Ninjago City, and I didn't realize, or I didn't think about how much Lego had expanded in terms of themes and the size of Lego builds you could buy. And so then found a couple other videos on YouTube, and a term for people like me who rediscover Lego, adult fans of Lego. And then I found a channel which you guys probably heard of, Drain Bricks. And apparently from childhood until adulthood, until you get back into Lego, it's like the dark ages. And so I came out of the dark ages and have not stopped. I am so hooked on building Lego now. Obviously, even when my son doesn't want to build Lego, here I am. So yeah, good question. Ivan says, oh yeah, let's see, where did I lost it. Oh my gosh, where did that comment go? Where did it go? Drawfee said, I'll find it. Arkham looks cool, but to me, overpriced. Yeah, $300. I might get the BTS Skyline set before it retires. Ooh, okay. I think I'm reading that right. As well as Ninjago City Markets. Yeah, Drawfee, I'm with you on the Ninjago City Markets. It's just everything is, once the $200 sets, you really gotta be selective. Ivan said, oh, there it is. I might get the new Lego City trains with the powered up functions. Oh, that's right. A train set did come on, did it? Mega Wizard is here. He says hello. I don't know if he left already. Whoops. Oh, Drawfee. Sorry, man. I guess you left. Model says, see you to Drawfee. Model says, have a good day. What do you say about Lego original themes compared to licensed themes in terms of content and price? Yeah, that's a good question, Models. I think, obviously, the licensed themes, especially with Star Wars and Marvel, are going to be more expensive. But to me, the builds are a lot more interesting and fun. I guess the in-between theme would be Ninjago. I think Ninjago is pretty fairly priced, and you can get, I mean, if you're just buying Lego for your kids, like you can get a battle pack. What was it? There was one, the Jay, like there's a little set with Jay the Ninja and a mech, and you get 4 minifigs with it. I do like the Lego City sets from the past. Now, I don't know. The ones they're coming out with now seem like, let's put everything in one Lego City, like a spacecraft and building and all that. I don't know. I don't really like the look of them anymore, or at least right now. But then, yeah, the license sets, like you can't beat Barad-dûr or Ninja or the Avengers Tower or the Millennium Falcon. I mean, there's so many great themes when you think about those. Baseball, psh, no worries, baseball. Glad to have you here. Mage Wizard says I'm on step 262 of Barad-dûr. Ooh, I didn't even pay attention to that. Okay, so you are on the same book I am of the base. It's the, like I was showing earlier, the coolest part is when you get to the build of the gate, the mechanism to open the gate. So I guess you're almost done then. So then, spoiler, this, if you want to know where Sauron is, he's probably the best minifigure around right now. When you get to bag 31, you could build him ahead of time if you wanted to. What are your thoughts on the new turbo tank? Is this, you talking about Star Wars models? Let me look. If you're talking about Star Wars, the MTT or the Separatist, the Battle of Fallujah with all the droids? I think they look great. The Juggernaut one, if you're talking about these, the Juggernaut one looks, I like the look of it too. The prices are equal, $160. Apparently the Juggernaut is not a good design, so it falls apart, but I don't know. I haven't built it. I like the minifigs that come with both, or I guess the droids just come with the Separatist one. But yeah, good question. What do you guys think? Because I'm not the most knowledgeable about all the Clone Wars related sets. Ivan says, for my birthday, I'm still excited for the Lego Lord of the Rings Barad-dûr. Oh, you should be, Ivan. Just take a look. You should be. It's great. Mage Wizard says, what do you think of Barad-dûr's eye decoration with unique part usage? This part here, I just, if you put all the pieces together, when you see it in the bag, you're like, is that really going to form an eye? But yeah, when you see it all put together, even up close, it looks really authentic, especially the actual iris part here inside. It's almost like a cat eye. I like the build. It's a very creative part. I appreciate it. So very cool part. Oh no, Brick says I'm going to Georgia to get Ninjago City. Very cool. Oh no, you mean the original one? Are you did you have to buy it from an individual seller? Model says, I agree with the city sets comment. My first Lego set was a 2007 Lego police set. See, those were great back then, I think. We have, when my kids were younger, I made it a point to like get one police station and one fire station, and that was it. That's all we needed. Now I know they remake those to kind of encourage, you know, newer and younger Lego fans, and of course that makes sense. And so the Lego City's theme is fun at times. Like I also enjoyed. There was one that was like a mining set, so it came with roller coaster track. We got that at Costco on sale, and that's when my kids were a lot smaller, and they loved that. You know, it just came with so many unique and authentic builds, but it didn't look like a crazy mix of ideas. It still seemed realistic, but in a Lego sort of way. Andres says, I went to Bricks and Minifigs. Nice. Psh, Andres, I love that store. And got a huge Ninjago temple. Ooh, do you know which one it was? Have all the bags open, more of a challenge, slows me down. Oh, yes. If you forgot what number bag you're on, that would be crazy. Baseball says, I'm going to a big parking lot garage sale and hoping to find some Star Wars. That would be huge. I think I've seen a couple people on YouTube, that's like their whole channel is going to flea markets or whatever you guys call them, and you know, finding a bin of Lego. The owner just wants to get rid of it, so the Lego's in great condition, and then come to find out that there's like 4 or 5 like very valuable rare Lego sets, like a pirate set and some other themes, I don't even remember what they were, in these bins that they buy. So, you know, who knows what you'll find. That'll be fun. That'll be great, baseball. Meme Comics, hello. Psh, welcome. So good to see all you guys here. Oh, Brick says the OG one. Okay, you're getting the OG one in Jago City. Let's go. The newer city sets, says models, are clearly targeted towards the younger audience of LEGO. However, as an AFOL, it's a bit disappointing seeing a rocket ship in the middle of a tower. And yes, exactly. That's the set that came to my mind when you asked me the question. I said, and then the price is like, it's just, it doesn't look good. I don't know. It's like it should either go with space. The whole idea I thought with Lego City is it actually has some reality base to it. Like, you know, Lego City involves day-to-day things that kids like to see, like garbage trucks or pickup trucks or construction builds, a fire station, a police station, a gas station, a coffee shop, whatever, real life stuff. And then the space stuff is a whole nother theme. So that can be fun. You can turn that into like space miners or rocket launch pads and whatnot. And then when you combine them together, that's something the kid wants to do. But we'll see. Maybe, but the cool part is maybe those sets aren't popular and they go on discount, and then you can get some great sets and then part them out if you want to. The movie one set is number 70617. Okay, Andres, there we go. Let me look that up real quick. 70617. Which one did you build up here? 70617. Oh, let's see. It is, oh wait. Oh, Andres, that is a set. Oh, that is a set I saw when I got back into Lego. Yes, the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. It has the big gargoyles on the sides. And I love the gray tower or the gray build with the blue roof. Oh, that is an awesome set. I saw that go on sale back, you know, about, what was that? Almost 9 years ago. And I considered buying a few times. I saw someone who owned it, you know, sell it for like $50 or $60. And I thought, oh, that would be cool to get. But at the time, I was still not as accustomed to all these Lego prices. But now I'd be like, that was a steal. I missed out on that one. That is a great one. Ivan says, have a great night, Brick Therapy. I'm very excited to get Lord of the Rings for my birthday in December. Let's go, Ivan. Psh, good to see you here. Model says, I totally agree. I think Lego City should expand their train line. What do you think? Ooh. Again, yeah, another theme that makes sense for Lego City. A total series of train. They did a release, didn't they, a few years ago of a train, a few trains together. Oh, I can't remember what it was. Everything is like blurred in my mind, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. But yeah, we got one. I never really thought about getting a Lego train set, but then they had a few go on sale. It's more of like it's more like a metro line train set, like a subway than a train. But it was fun because the track was like a perfect circle, and then we put it around our Christmas tree. I'm missing a. Oh, did I miss a bag? I hate this. I opened a bag a while ago, and I keep going looking for it, and so I'm not building anymore because I can't find a simple piece, and there's not anything else unless I'm covering it with the build here. Well, here's what I have so far, guys. It looks really cool. It's almost done, and you think I'd be able to finish it, but I don't know where this orange piece went. Of all the things, one simple orange piece. And let's see, let me separate out everything. Sometimes if I keep the colors separated, I end up seeing what I was looking for. But yeah, Lego themes they've got a lot of good ones. I think the flop, when you talk about Lego themes, especially right now, in my opinion, are those Dreams sets. I get what they're trying to do and kind of make it all look fantasy-like or crazy. But, you know, you go to the Lego store, you just see those things on the shelves. I don't know how many people are actually collecting them, but that's funny to see. It's also funny too. Like I don't know if it was a flop, but Monkey Kid. Those sets are like basically Ninjago Part 2. So some fun sets there, but I don't know anything about that storyline. So yeah, Lego has a lot of different themes that I don't know if they take. Baseball says I found my 2017 A-list Sakura and it's worth $25. Oh, is that a minifig? Model says W. Andre says it's only $40. Oh, okay. Andre, so you talking about the minifig or the really that 70617? You got that for $40? Whoa. I would think that since it's retired, it's a fairly big temple set build. That's great. What page number for Sauron? Oh, Mage Wizard. I don't remember, but it's bag 31. He's in bag 31. Model says, well, I'm going to head out, but it's been a pleasure, and we'll be back again to check in on the completion of Barad-dûr. Models, you've had a great contribution to our live stream. Thanks so much for joining. Glad to hear about all the Lego knowledge and thoughts that you shared. Really enjoyed the conversation. Thank you for joining. And gonna try and find this missing piece. Sorry guys, get distracted now because I can't find it. Hey, Blackout, welcome. Models, take care. Andre says it was missing some pieces. That's still good, Andres. You got that model. I would totally buy it for $40. Baseball, he is talking with a friend on online chat because a friend who moved away, so he's trying to, school just started, so he's catching up with some buddies. Yes, thank you. So here's the build, and I'm like stuck on page 389 because I can't find some orange pieces unless I put them there already. Oh, maybe I put them there already. I was so caught up in the conversation, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. Okay, fair enough. Well, that's a relief actually, because I thought I had lost some Lego pieces. So the goal is to get this Barad-dûr set finished, and we did a poll on our channel to see what to build next. Obviously, Star Wars is in high demand. I don't blame anyone for wanting Star Wars. So maybe my son and he'll build the Jango Fett Starship set that we just got, and I will build the Castle 3-in-1 set that I got for the August 1st release date. Because I love Lego Castle. I haven't built a set like that in basically since childhood, so I think that's going to be so fun. Thank you, Blackout. Yeah, the set is looking good. Hey, Hennessy, welcome back. Good to see you guys here. How many pieces is Barad-dûr? Overall, Barad-dûr is 5,471 pieces. So here's the box back here. So yeah, 5,471 pieces. It's less. Rivendell, I thought they were the same, but Rivendell is over 6,000 pieces. So there's a pretty significant difference. It didn't seem, or it doesn't seem like it has less in terms of all the build and detail. I can definitely say that. Although Rivendell obviously has a lot of different colored parts to it, and it goes all the way across like a building going sideways versus the tower. But yeah, it's really cool. Thank you, Blocks Bricks. Yes, Barad-dûr is looking sweet. Got to give everyone a shout out who mentions this because the eye glows. That's so fun. And I don't know if I can show you this. I was showing earlier, but the gates open. There's like a Technic lever here, and you can open the gate or pull them open right there. There you go. Whoops. So yeah, that part's all mechanized. Really fun. Since I haven't watched a review of this set, other than when it first came out a year ago, I forgot about all these features, so it's fun to rediscover them. Mage Wizard, you're building it too. Just found the bucket handle, page 263. Okay, I'm gonna see what you're talking about here. Page 263. There's a very key bucket handle piece. Oh, it's well, that goes on the inside. Oh, that's cool. You get some. The next few pages, you get to build up the armory basically for the orcs. And a cage prison. Oh, there's the bucket handle. You are right. Oh, there's a lot of cool little mini side builds. Indeed, this is the other cool part about these giant sets are all the fun, almost like Easter eggs, right? When you look on the inside here, you get like a writing desk up here, and then you have this open and closed feature of the eye seeing stone. The Palantir goes in there. It's almost like a Darth Vader kind of effect. He's sitting in his chamber while he's, getting, I don't know, repaired or healed. And then there's a table here for the more civilized orcs on the bottom. So it's a pretty cool play set, or just a display piece. It's kind of, how do you want to display? You got to get 2 Barad-dûrs and you have a full rounded tower. If your budget could allow for it, that would be kind of a fun extra part. So it's interesting now in near the end of this build, and now it's having you kind of fill in the floor pieces again. So what I thought was lava, maybe it's different. It's just the stones themselves glow in the dark. Mage Wizard says, just found the bucket handle. Xenocoal. Psh, nice. Oh, wow. That's a whole lot more to I Love the Lord of the Rings, but hard to collect them all. I know, exactly, Blocks Bricks. It's a pretty darn sophisticated and highly priced set. I admit I saved up a lot of insider points probably over a year, probably longer, which I used to buy this set for a lot less expensive price, maybe about $100 taken off of it. And then I bought it when there was a gift with purchase to go with it, which is always nice. Kind of gives you added incentive to appreciate that you got more than just what you paid for, which is cool with Lego when they do that. Baseball says, do you have any clone commander? I'm trying to collect a lot of them. Right now I have 2 P2 Commander Cody, the new P2 Captain Rex, the new P1 Commander Gree, and Commander Vaughn. Wow, you got all. I don't even know all those guys. If my son was here, he could tell you. I'm pretty sure we have Captain Rex, but I'm sure that's one easy to get right now. Blocks Brick says, will you be setting that eye on top of the other set with opening doors? Good question. Like over here, you mean on display? We have to think about this, because this tower, once this goes on top of the foundation, it's like, I was gonna say 3 feet tall, but it might be taller than that. So I have to figure that one out. I have to set it up in a bigger display. Like it kind of calls attention more than Rivendell, I think. Xenocal says, I just got a new Lego City set today. Very cool. Hello, Adam. Psh, welcome. You guys, thank you for joining the live stream and talking Lego here, talking Barad-dûr specifically, or Lord of the Rings, and talking Star Wars. Baseball's working on an awesome collection with the clone commanders. So it sounds like baseball, maybe a trip to Bricks and Minifigs might be the way to go if you're trying to add to that collection. I was gonna say, did you get that battle pack a few years back that had all the Mandalorians? But I guess that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for the clone commander specifically. Do the clone commanders come in those like battle pack or tank sets, like the one that they just retired with Mace Windu? I can't remember. I think that was a different unit of clones that came in that set. All right, so now I'm working on the inside of everything. Mage built Sauron. Let's go. Did you skip ahead and get that then? Since you're still working on book 1, Mage, that's awesome. Blocks Bricks says that's going to be a tall set. Yeah, I'm thinking, over 3 feet. So we're going to have to think carefully about where to place this one. I've never been to Bricks and Minifigs because the only one in my state is 1.5 hours away. Oh yeah, that's pretty far away. I wonder if they have a website. All the stores are different in terms of like they're individually run or owned. So that might not help. But I was trying to think, like, yeah, if you were gonna, I know people call them ahead of time and track down if they're trying to collect a certain set, or what was I gonna say? Bricklink. Bricklink.com is another good resource. You can pretty much find, I think, almost anything you're looking for from retired sets. I don't know how the prices compare to a Bricks and Minifigs. I would think they might be even more. You might have, well, you'll have more options, that's for sure. If you ever look on bricklink.com, because then you have sellers of any kind of set around the world. I guess the one thing you got to be careful with is shipping costs and how much of a deal you think you're getting until you have to balance out the cost of transporting that new Lego set to you. So there's some good options. I know that. I was looking at talking about Lord of the Rings sets, the Orthonc Tower. That would be a great complement to Barad-dûr, and it's very expensive though. But that would be a set I would look, I guess, there for it. Blocks Brick says, I just got a sealed betrayal on Cloud City. Are you serious? That one was that was out a while ago. Wasn't that out around 2018? And it didn't last long. I think it got retired within or less than a year. Very cool, Blocks Bricks. That one is pretty well much a collector's item. You probably it'll gain in value just owning it. Drawfee, welcome back. Hello, Joe. Psh, welcome. Let's see. Drawfee says there were some guys who were on Lego Masters that I saw at Bricks and Minifigs once. Oh, very cool. Did they go very far in the competition? Joe says, this, like my Lego. Excellent, you guys. Finding the Lego community on the YouTubes is always fun. So thanks for joining in the chat today. Slowly getting to the finish line here for Barad-dûr. So you can tell I didn't go in order here. My son built up this, so I'm finishing the base, and then we will obviously place everything on the tower. Now getting into the detailed part of the wall, on the outer wall here. So let me see. Just gotta make sure I don't mess up the placement of these pieces. But really like the fact that, like, these giant we haven't done this before, where you can basically split up the build with these sets, because they come in pretty specific sections, so they're not dependent on each other to build in order. So we've had fun with all these sets, the Shire, Rivendell, and now Barad-dûr, where I'll build like book 1 and my son will build book 2, or vice versa, or something like that. And it's just been a blast. It's been so fun splitting up it. The only thing is, when he got to this part with the tower, I was kind of jealous, because I'm like, I wanted to see that come together. But he's so fast, like he finished it in no time. But I don't know if you guys have done this. Like, Ninjago City is my favorite set, and I've taken it apart and rebuilt it, primarily because we had to move from one place to another. But taking it apart was kind of fun. It kind of goes in with our channel called Bricktherapy. It's just therapeutic to engage using Lego no matter what. And so rebuilding Ninjago City, the base part with all the like mini clear pieces and all that, that gives the ground its special look. I did not take apart that, because that would be too much time and not that interesting. So that part we left alone. But the tower and the building part, loved rebuilding that. So I don't know if you guys ever do that, or sometimes you gotta trade out. If you're a collector with lots of Lego, you probably have to figure out you can't display everything the way you'd like. So sometimes I'll take apart some themes and then put up a new theme. I haven't done that in a while because I got our Marvel sets are kind of in half completion. So if I ever get the Avengers Tower, that would be a set. That would be a set I'd want to bring out the other older Marvel sets and put those together. Okay, let's see. Okay, building up the. I think this must be where I'm getting closer to the part where you can see where you're gonna rest the big tower on the on the inside here. What am I doing wrong? Oh, I have to build the whole thing that goes across. Let me see here. What do you think of the Metalbeard's Sea Cow? Ooh, I don't know about that one. Drawfee says, in season 1, I just started watching. They are still in seasons 2 or 2 episodes left of the first season. Their names are Mark and Boone. Okay, I don't know that one. I think I missed part of the conversation. Block Brick says, yes, yeah, I wasn't into Lego when Cloud City came out, so paid extra for it. Had to open to verify its contents because the box was pretty damaged, but it was legit. All bags and inner box accounted for. Let's go. Well done. I have the Ninjago set, just have not gotten around to building it. Oh, you're going to love that one, Blocks Bricks. You are going to love building that one. Drawfee, he's still talking to his buddy on through his Nintendo Switch. I think they're playing a game together, so can't interrupt that. I just have to talk with me and chat about Lego. But yeah, that's awesome, Blocks Bricks. What a fun! That's kind of the part of Lego too. There's that like thrill of the finding the deal. Like it's like you're hunting for something. And I did that a couple times where I found a good deal on nothing famous. Like I found Ninjago. The Ninjago. Oh, what's the ship called? Destiny's Bounty. Found that set from a seller who just wanted to basically get rid of their Ninjago Destiny's Bounty. Like they bought it and the instruction booklet was like used once. They built the ship and they're like, I don't want it anymore. And they got it for, 50 or maybe even more, 50% discount. So yeah, when you find those older sets, especially that one, those older Star Wars sets, that's huge. That is so cool, Blocks and Bricks. Yeah, so thanks guys for the likes. Just chatting away here, talking about all things Lego. So I gotta get into. Maybe you guys have inspired me. Maybe look up some retired sets. I don't think the Orthanc Tower will be any cheaper buying it pretty much from anyone, because I just think that set is gonna be expensive no matter what. And anyone who bought that set initially probably is not gonna sell it at a garage sale. Although maybe there's someone that did find that that deal, which would have been, of course, a huge triumph victory of getting discounted Lego. But yeah, I don't know if you guys have ever had any luck. Well, obviously you have, because you found Cloud City and then the Ninjago City Ultimate Temple. So kudos for that. I have not discovered anything like that except for Destiny's Bounty. So I guess that kind of counts. Mage Wizard says, have you seen the new Game Boy set for Yeah, I saw that. The Game Boy was more of my younger brother's time. I liked the NES, that Lego set that came out a little while ago. I like that one. The Game Boy, it looks, definitely is a good construction. It definitely looks like Game Boy, but I don't know. It's just a gray kind of square or rectangular set. But if you grew up with that set, that definitely speaks to a generation. but mine was the original NES set. I don't know how well the Atari one came out. That one came out a while back. I don't know if that got as much excitement as the Nintendo one did. So we'll see how this Game Boy set, how much people want to buy that one, because that would be interesting. I tend to like sets, which is an exception when I got the NES one, which was a fun build. There's a lot of cool construction parts to it to make it look like a TV that works like a video game. But I obviously, when you get modulars, I think you get the best of all things for Lego, because you get the amazing build, you get the details. Whoa, the details inside the build itself, like inside the tower here, and you get, I mean, this is the best part. You get minifigs of very exclusive and unique design, and then this, you know, like a minifig with those kind of accessories, amazing. So that's where I tend to focus on. But yeah, so those nostalgia sets, they definitely are cool looking builds. I guess it's, again, just what generation you come from. So like the Soundwave Transformer, that's what I would focus on getting at some point, because again, Transformers were something I watched as a kid. That was like a cartoon series on Saturday mornings, and that was so fun. And then when I saw, like a while back, they had a Voltron Lego set that they released, fan designed, and then later on they made this that as a set. I don't know how well it did. I feel like it wasn't out very long. Like they didn't have that set out for too long before they retired it. But okay. But yeah, when they release those kind of sets, they're definitely impressive. I'll give you that. But then, oops, I'm looking on the wrong thing. I'm building not the tower. I'm building the front gate and wall here. All right, another piece of Orthonk's rugged, rigid spires, and I don't know what defensive systems. You can't be climbing these sharp, black, carved out stone spires if you are a hobbit, but they can sneak in. Very cool. So I think Nico, I don't know. I think these are the last two minifigures, although I went in the wrong order, but get to build up these guys next. So I'll have to do that. Last question, then I'm going to sign off. Have you seen the new Game Boy? Okay, so I saw, yeah, Mage, I saw that, but I think I'm going to hold out for, I don't know what. I might check out Bricklink. I noticed on, I don't know if you guys saw this, going back. So when we were waiting for the August release sets, I saw all the Star Wars sets, of course, but then Lego released a Castle 3-in-1 set. So then I just noticed on the Lego vlogs that maybe some of you guys subscribe to, they're doing like a Bricklink series of battle packs for castle themed minifigures. So I don't know how they actually come together, but you get like a battle pack of 4 or 5 castle guards or knights, or like 4 pirates and a captain. I don't know if you guys seen that, but check bricklink.com, and they have like these themed battle packs that you can get, and they must source them from the Bricklink individual vendors. So it's kind of interesting. All right, guys, my son and I are gonna try and live stream, or we will live stream tomorrow. Either both of us, or I will for sure, because I definitely want to put this on this and show it off to you guys. So I'll do that. So have a great Friday. Thank you everyone for joining the live stream. Really appreciate it, and good to see you guys. Enjoy your weekend, but we will live stream tomorrow. So come back and join.